Why does that door look like it's been painted or burned? You see that? Looks kind of weird. Strange. How are you, Aaron? Every day I go for a walk. Not a run because arthritis, but a walk. Or a high intensity walk, one or the other. I gotta get my walk in today. I usually get it in earlier in the day, but I got distracted, so I wasn't able to get my walk in earlier. Hello, Mr. Jim. Yeah, like downtown Austin. I mean, if you were used to New York City, the thing about downtown Austin is it's kind of like New York City after COVID, you know? Like New York City 3 days after COVID is like what this looks like. Because I remember when Manhattan looked like this, like it was freaky. It was really, really off-putting. It felt like Resident Evil or something. Everybody was gone. And Austin just kind of looks like that all the time because I guess this is a normal city, I guess. Like normal cities have 800,000 people, not 8 million people, and their downtowns are reflective of the fact that they have, 10% the population that I'm used to a city having. Well, you don't have trash on the street here. You have signs on the street. The signs it's weird. All these signs seem to fall down. And another funny thing I noticed about Texas is in Texas, people leave their cars in the side of the highway all the time. Like when you look on the shoulder of the highway, you'll see so many hoopties that are just kind of stuck there. And like in New York, if you had somebody that was stuck on the shoulder, they would stay with their car until it got towed or something. Whereas here, they just abandon their cars in the side of the highway. It's hysterical to me. I don't have one, Funky. I don't have a list point of view. I don't have the ability to answer questions if it involves a list of any type. The most annoying person, the most aggravating repair, the favorite, my brain just doesn't function in that way. I have no way to answer those types of list. I don't have a way to answer list-based questions. Yeah, like where is everybody? Hello? It's like there's nobody here. There should be nobody here. Wow, now you know I'm really kind of officially not a New Yorker anymore. There's a fucking red light and I was actually waiting at it. Jesus Christ, I can't forget my roots that much. Holy crap. I damn near betrayed my culture. I lived in Austin and worked off Town Lake. So many good memories. Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying that this is essentially just a gentrified yuppie shithole now. They're like, there used to be unique stuff about Austin and a lot of interesting stuff here, and now it's just, it's changed a lot since you had a lot of the tech bro douchebags and the crypto douchebags. Like that showed up, and then you have all the people that just kind of left San Francisco or new parts of California for here. Or the assholes like me that showed up here, we all kind of ruin it. Lots of yuppies, though. Lots of yuppies. Hello, Aiden. How are you? Are you the Aiden I think I know? Uh-oh. If I don't make this, I'll be jaywalking. You're not allowed to do that. This is supposed to be a major stretch. This is Guadalupe. There's nobody fucking here. That's crazy. Look, it's an electric vehicle charging station. Look at that. I wonder if they're staging those street signs for the second season of the construction. The largest agricultural show in Australia was in Sydney 200 years ago. They dumped John Deere 2 years ago as a sponsor and Tractor Supply. Well, that's awesome. The other funny thing about Texas is how anytime it goes below 60 degrees, everybody kind of stays inside. It's so funny what people think cold is in Texas. Like, damn, if these people spent a day in New Hampshire, they'd probably die. -14 in New Ipswich is just, you know, just another day in the neighborhood there. Is this your home now? No, I don't live in Austin. I work here. I don't live here. I kind of wanted away from this whole, you know, I spent enough time surrounded by shit like this. When I lived in New York City, I didn't live in Manhattan. I didn't live in Williamsburg. I lived in a, you know, a dumpy ass block in Bed-Stuy. But even that, I wanted to be a little further away from things. Like I'm in the like the Long Island stage of my life. You know, the Fort Lee, New Jersey stage of my life. I don't really want to live in the city. I'm too old for that shit. It's weird, you have all these buildings, but there's no people. Like, where are the people that fill these buildings? It's very confusing to me. Like, in New York City, you had all this retail space for lease and nobody renting it. Here, all the places are rented. It's just, I don't know where the people are. It's a different problem. I bet Texas is a better barbecue than Rib Shack. Nope, haven't found it. I wish. Casey's Rib Shack was the best, by far. Nothing in Texas I've tried, and I've tried a lot of different barbecues so far. Nothing is even close to what you get at Casey's Rib Shack in Manchester, New Hampshire. That place was amazing. 20 pixels brought to you by AT&T. Pretty much, you can't really fix that. It doesn't matter what provider you have, and it doesn't matter what phone you use, it's always gonna be shit. It's just not meant to be. 100 years from now, the technology will evolve, but for now, it's just gonna be shit. I just checked to see if I had VPN on, because usually people will say they throttle you unless you use a VPN. VPN's on. VPN's on. It just, such is life. Actually, this should not be that bad. I'm getting 700 kilobytes a second. Kilobytes, not bits. I honestly can't believe I haven't had better than Casey's Rib Shack. Have you been to Casey's Rib Shack, my friend? Before you insult, before you make fun of, before you laugh. Have you been to Casey's Rib Shack? $5G is a scam, bro. What is wrong with you people? Why do you fall for marketing wank? You actually think that 5G matters. That's the thing. Like, people actually believe that 5G does anything. It's a fucking marketing slogan. Nothing else. You guys have had your brain rotted by YouTube influencers and ads. It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. You get like 800 kilobytes per second or 2 or 3 megabyte down for the first 40 seconds, and after that 40 seconds has passed, you get dial-up. Like, it's just a scam. And believe it. If you want to pay more money to get 5G than normal 4G or LTE, you fell for it. And now you're just posting punctuation in the chat. I don't know how to respond to punctuation. I actually, you can't type in chat. Not from the YouTube app and live stream. So I'm going to respond to your 3 question marks with 3 exclamation points, 3 number signs, and 3 periods. Might as well be dial-up. When I do a stream and I get 35 kilobyte per second out, fine. ISDN line. Actually, what's ISDN? ISDN is like a 10 or 15 kilobytes per second up. Dial-up is 5 kilobytes per second up. Actually, no, dial-up is 5 kilobytes per second down, 2.5 or 3 kilobytes per second up. ISDN, I believe, is symmetrical, so that's like 13 megabits, 13 kilobytes per second. What the fuck is this? This is the tribe bus. The tribe bus. What the? Okay, that's weird. I think those people are retarded. And now we're streaming, it's 54 kilobytes per second. That's close to the DSL that I had in 2004. The sidewalk disappeared again. Look at that. There was a sidewalk all the way until there wasn't. You're right, I wanted people, I got people. Hello, Jason Green, how are you? Ooh, we got some New York over here.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, don't you walk away from me, motherfucker. We can have a talk.
That guy's carrying a knife. That guy's carrying a knife. He says, what? Oh man, he's chasing him with a fucking knife. What the fuck, man? Bro. That guy is chasing him with a fucking knife. He's chasing him down the street with a fucking knife. You know what? I'm gonna make sure there's nobody standing behind me that's related to this. Holy shit. This is New York. This is worse than New York. I've never seen somebody chase somebody down the street with a knife. This is in the middle of a nice area. This is West 4th in Guadalupe. And look, that's a cop, and he's literally just riding right by. This is.
Did that dude do something? Did you see something happen over there?
He took out a knife and started chasing somebody.
Oh yeah, he's causing problems, big time.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the cops to get that.
Yeah, the cop just drove right by.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. He assaulted somebody, not the guy with the knife, but the other one.
Oh, the other one.
It's the other one causing problems.
Okay.
Yeah, he assaulted somebody here earlier.
Okay. So, the guy with the knife is the good guy.
Yeah. They're just.
Usually, the guy with the knife is the bad guy.
No, the guy with the knife, they're tired of his shit over here. He's drunk, causing problems.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah, they're trying to whoop his ass.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for setting me straight.
Yeah, hey, if you see something, get it on video.
I will do. Yes, sir. Okay, so guy with the knife is the good guy. Good to know. Also, why am I walking towards the guy with the knife? Like, this is fucking... This is the second time that I've turned around so that I can walk towards a man with a knife. That sounds stupid. Why am I streaming this? Why don't I turn my phone off? Oh shit, it's getting worse. Yeah. What was that? Yo, why am I running towards any of this? Evidence in court at 140p. This is why AT&T is bad. AT&T is the reason. What the fuck? There's a with the knife. Step to the side. Okay, the light is green.
Out of here, nigga. I ain't got nothing for you. Ain't got nothing left.
Ah, I feel homesick. Okay, cool. What's the hard R, you boy? I don't understand.
Did you see that this guy fight?
I did take a martial arts. I had a martial arts instructor for a year and a half. It's funny. I stopped going to him literally when we got up to the knife section. So for everybody who asked, why do I live in Round Rock and not Austin? There you go, baby. There you go. There's a lot of, here's one thing I noticed, the louder the music coming from a bar, the less likely there are to be any women in it. They play the music loud to attract people from outside and to hopefully distract you from the fact that there are no women in the establishment. Like, all these bars are empty. Like, what there's nothing in there. There's nothing in, I don't know, it's like, this is overrated to me, man. I'm happy to live in my little space in Round Rock. I got my lawn, I got my front yard, I got my backyard. Little Clinton can run around the backyard and play. I mean, there's no homeless people because they don't have the car necessary to drive there. It's like, the downside of car-centric infrastructure is that you can't get around as easily without a car. The upside of car-centric infrastructure is that homeless people don't exist because they can't drive there. Like, but can you believe this? What are the chances that I'm walking down the street as some guy takes out his knife and runs out at somebody and tries to stab it? I mean, that's some weird shit, is it not? Round Rock rocks in comparison. Yes, it does. Does Austin bust the homeless to suburbs? I think they bust them to California or some shit. I'd have to look into that. I'm pretty sure that's to California. Should have asked the angry guy what he thought about 5G radiation. Perhaps. Dealing with knives is difficult regardless of training. Yeah, my trainer said that even for like the people that are actual black belts that he trains, the first piece of advice that he has when somebody takes out a knife is you take out your gun, and if you don't have a gun, then you run. But he gave me a knife and he said try to, like, it was this thing that puts out red ink, and he said try to stab me with it. I didn't get a single mark of red ink on the guy, not one, because he's been doing this he started when he was 12 and he's 52 now. So actually, yeah, so that's legit 50 years. So wait, no, that's 40 years. Like, I'm not gonna beat that. I rent. I don't know if I'm actually going to stay here in Texas. I haven't really settled down yet. And knife fight results in 2 losers, 1 on the ground, 1 on the other in the hospital. Yeah, I prefer to run away from that shit. But you see, in that case, it seemed like one person had a knife and the other one did not have a knife. So that would have probably ended with one person dead and the other person wounded. Where would you go next? I don't know, to be honest with you. Would you feel bad about the people who move to Texas if you don't stay? No, I'm a piece of shit. I'm evil. Clip it, and post it to r/anti-work as capitalism is felt. I've lived a good portion of my life for the benefit of other people, so I would not feel bad if I lived another portion of my life for the benefit of myself. Oh man, it smells like some good piss over here. Oh god. Yo. This is worse than New York by far, this little corner over here. Oh. I don't know if the X marks the piss or what. Damn. Oh god, that is strong. Why couldn't you piss someplace where it's easier to jaywalk? You have a good job in a business. Maybe. I don't know. Do you check out South by Southwest? No, I had no interest in it. I walked up the street while they were doing it. I don't usually take interest in that type of stuff. Oh, I can walk. Thank you, boy. Thank you. My answer to that question, Aaron, is yes. The answer to that question is yes. I'm not going to answer that question and confirm or deny, Andrew. I will say that I'm slightly more confident approaching somebody with a knife today than I would have been, let's say, 1 year ago. And I'll leave it at that. Man, pixels really can't focus. It's almost like they're made to be blurry all the time. This is the stock YouTube app that I'm using to stream, too. The lens isn't dirty at all, it's blurry. That's really all you're gonna get. At some point I'm gonna try and trade this phone in for something that actually has a functioning focus. It's funny, I got this phone for free, and it's just barely worth what I paid for it. At free. So one thing I noticed tonight is there's a bunch of people on this bridge by the Colorado River. Does anybody know why there's so many people on the bridge? Is this supposed to be fireworks or something? Why are so many people here? Bats? I'm not afraid of the guy with the knife, but I'm definitely afraid of bats. Yeah, the guy with the knife, who cares? That scared the shit out of me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. We're gonna walk in the other direction. Pixels can't focus, AT&T can't stream. True on both counts, sir. True on both counts. I like Taquerias Arandinas for Mexican food. It's pretty good. It's a small chain in the area, but it's a good. It's not like a McDonald's chain. It's a good chain. That's the Hugger truck right there. Go back to New York, you Yankee. 6th Street is not really my speed. I think 6th Street is for people that score much lower on the autism test. There was that video I posted a few months ago from 6th Street where I'm playing basketball at this bar using one of those vending machines where they score you. And this chick walks up behind me and just starts like grinding. And I actually didn't think that it was happening. I thought it was just like, it was very crowded, so this person was bumping into me. And then when I turn around, she tells me to go fuck myself. Yeah, 6th Street isn't for me. You have to have a much lower autism score. I don't understand social interactions. I definitely don't understand social situations well enough to understand 6th Street. No, sir. Too confusing for me. What does it mean when a woman gyrates her ass on you and then when you turn around and say hi, they tell you to go fuck yourself? See, to me, being autistic, I would think that she has a mental disorder. But apparently it's me with the mental disorder. Life is a meme. Life is a meme. Where people run around with knives. Was she at least hot? I give her like a 5.5 or a 6. Good enough. Anything 4 and up is good by me. Probably a 5.5. I'm gonna round down because I was drinking that evening, so I can't trust my gut. And I also can't trust the video because the video is 144p. So to call it safe, I'll call it a 5.5. Consider getting a live view stream box. I have no idea what that is. And if it's any more shit that I have to carry on me, no thank you. I don't even feel, I don't even want to be carrying a bottle of water right now. 6th Street is going to look like San Francisco. No, let's take a look. I think you guys are giving it too much shit than it actually deserves. I don't think it's going to look like that at all. Let's say you go find a very good woman who's nice, but she is allergic to cat fur. Is that a deal breaker?
And I'm so worried, not especially after.
Well, the thing is, I don't plan on having cats once Clinton, BlackBerry, and Oreo pass. You have to understand why I got a Clinton. I wasn't a cat person, I had a mouse problem, so I got a Clinton. And Clinton killed the mice. But then Mr. Clinton got lonely and he would cry for 12 hours a day when I wasn't home. And because he'd cry for 12 hours a day, I had to get a BlackBerry to keep him company. Oreo just kind of snuck his way in and guilted me into taking him. But for the most part, Oreo doesn't count. BlackBerry and Clinton are my cats. Oreo is Oreo is an unloved orphan that tricked me into taking him. But for the most part, I don't plan on having more cats. And I try to keep my surfaces clean, I vacuum. I have a giant air filter in my house. I have this really gigantic air filter that I have on when I'm not at home so that you don't have all the dander and crap in the air. It's one of those industrial air scrubbers for construction sites. It's pretty good. I don't think that would be a... Now, if they said you have to get rid of your cat in the moment, if they said you literally have to get rid of Clinton and BlackBerry right now, I don't know how that would work. If they said you have to get rid of Oreo right now, Oreo would be outside pretty much immediately. But I'm always like right on the edge of putting Oreo outside anyway because he shits outside the litter box. Sometimes he walked. So Patrick was playing a game, and he walks right up to Patrick's monitor, and he shits right next to it as he's playing the game. And I wish they were recording it. I wish they were recording this. They were on Discord, and you just hear him go, "Oreo, no!" Because he just sat next to his monitor and went to take a giant shit. Little asshole. That cat is such a prick, man. Such a fucking something else. So yeah, if your question is, yeah, I would get rid of Oreo in a second. LiveView combines multiple SIM cards to boost data. I mean, that's too complicated. I don't feel like carrying around a box. I used to carry around a microphone that I keep in my pocket. I'm not using a microphone right now because I forgot that. These are streams of convenience. Random stuff. Also, you said multiple SIM cards, which means I'd have to get like 3 data plans. Yeah. Okay, so you guys said 6th Street would look like San Francisco. Let's see. That's his way of saying he's not happy and is trying to tell you this. Can you find him another home? I don't know. Supposedly the person that had him before us had the same problem. Because we called the vet since he was chipped. And the vet said that they had been fighting that problem with him since they got him. So he already... I'd also feel guilty about giving him to somebody else, knowing full well that he shits everywhere. It's kind of like selling a car that you know is a lemon without disclosing it. Because who else is going to take a cat that does that to you? Like, he gets treated so well here. People pet him. His litter box is clean regularly. His litter box is clean regularly. He has, he eats Halo food. It's like almost $3 a can. Like, that cat gets treated very nicely. He gets all this attention from people. He drinks bottled water, that shit. He has a $100 little bed. Hello, Ann. How are you? Joe Rogan has a co. I don't know what co means. Dual SIM phone. I think the whole point of a dual SIM phone is you're going to use one or the other, but it doesn't actually use both data streams and multiplex it in real time. Do dual SIM phones do that? Like, I know they have dual SIM phones for if you fly to France or Dubai or something so you don't get destroyed in roaming charges. But I think what he's talking about is something with multiple SIM cards so that if I'm... Yeah, I think his point of the multiple SIM cards is a different purpose. Downtown Austin looks way better than downtown Portland. Yes. happy you could select which SIM gets data. Yeah, I would need the ability to combine 5 SIMs together so that I get one working data connection off. Basketball machine I was talking about earlier. At least 3 of those 4 women to my right are definitely not old enough to be here. We're just gonna walk out of here because I don't want to get associated with any of that. You could tell almost instantly. Oh yeah. The guy that plays guitar in the front recognized me. Oh, my water didn't get thrown away. That bar is empty for a Saturday. Well, 2 things. A, it's early. It's 8:30. It's not like 9:30 or 10:30 yet. And the second thing to understand is that when it goes below 60 degrees in Austin, everybody goes inside. This is empty. What is the appeal? What are you supposed to do when you go in one of these places besides go deaf? I have my earplugs on just because I'm walking by them and they're so loud. I'm just gonna pretend that another place that is obviously letting in people that are like 16. It's fucking creepy. I'm not even gonna have the camera looking there. Nothing to do with that. They're all at home listening to their Vandersteins. Casino El Camino is down there. It has a cool jukebox. You can listen to Charles Mingus on their jukebox. That's how you know it's awesome. Any place that plays Charles Mingus from the 60s is good stuff. Or 50s. I think that one's from the 50s that I'm picking up. fixtures for drinking. I mean, can't you? Why do you need to go here to drink though? Can't you just go to a liquor store and get it way cheaper? And then after you buy it from the liquor store way cheaper, you can go home. You can drink in the park. There's so many places you can drink, but you're not going to spend like $15 for a single shot of crappy liquor and be surrounded by horrible people. I've yet to learn the appeal of this. I genuinely don't understand the fucking appeal of this. The era of my life where it was age appropriate for me to be here has come and gone, and I've never once understood the appeal. Like, you walk inside, you go deaf, you walk out $150 lighter after drinking $14 worth of liquor. Fourth Street is not my type of good time, you know? I think that would be Paul Daniels' type of good time, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Paul Daniels would love 4th Street. 4th Street is for that Paul Daniels. Damn, how do these places pay rent? This is a Saturday night. A Saturday night downtown. This is not even like 30% occupancy.
Say what you doing.
This is as empty as it gets. AT&T, Millard, AT&T. AT&T sucks. bartenders had some yes, they were accused. Yes, they were. I just saw something I hope none of you have to see. Shit, I'm walking in the wrong direction.
I'll try to grab the table.
I'm going in the wrong direction. Or am I? Yes, I am. My car is in the opposite way. Fuck me. What's up with no e-bike? E-bike is broken. I need to replace the controller. I just haven't found a mobile bike tech, and I honestly don't have the patience to do it myself because I mounted it in a manner that requires a right angle screwdriver, and getting your hands in there just right, I lost my right angle screwdriver, and I just don't want to fuck with it. If I could find a mobile bike mechanic, I'd happily give him $500 to put a new controller in. I just gotta find somebody that's willing to do it. I just don't feel like I've done it so many times, I just don't want to fucking do it again. I don't know how to explain. It's like I just don't want to fuck with it anymore. That bike was my fun pet project. I just needed something to fuck with to keep me entertained and also distract me from the shit show of 2020. But its time is coming past for the most part. I also have to get a locksmith to cut the lock that's on it. What the actual fuck is this? What the actual mother... Wow. I don't want to build a new bike, Jason. Oh, this is sad. Arcade bar. There's no people. There's bartenders and nobody else. No people. I hope these people already own their building and are not paying rent, because if they're paying rent for that, oh, that sucks. That would suck. Book your next event with us for free. Is this the right place? This is not it. Have you noticed almost every bar I've been to is empty? Like the maximum I've seen any of these places filled is maybe 20% capacity. Nobody is paying to go out. Hello, Sherlock.